Hey Libra, how are you guys? Let's do your reading. So I'm already picking up a lot of death, the death card, a lot of like ending energy, and it's like a tower, something unexpected. I think there's also communication with it. Like you may be about to hear from someone. Somebody's going to communicate that something ended, and it was kind of it has a feel of somebody standing up to someone else. But there you are. Look at that. I've also gotten Justice card a few times. So you showing up in your own reading twice is very indicative of a very strong reading here. So anyway, we've got the Empress energy, so divine feminine energy. The Empress is somebody who knows her value, knows her worth. This could be bickering, conflict, which is interesting because what I originally was feeling is some avoidance, just kind of like going along with things. But let's see, this kind of feels like it's almost more, I was going to say it feels like competition, but then I picked up on when I mentioned the bickering and conflict, I felt that pretty strong also. Let's see. Empress, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups. I feel like somebody just wants what they want and they are not going to go. Almost a stand up for yourself, don't be a pushover type, not go along with what other people want, but standing up for what that person wants. Some ending that's been brewing. That's the word, brewing. Oh yeah, here's like cooperation, collaboration. I feel like somebody has been overly collaborative, and now they're kind of getting their strength to make changes that are not what somebody else wants. Like, I don't know, that kind of pushover dynamic where one person just goes along with everything, just not to create an argument or not to, because they don't want to deal with the conflict. That's the kind of energy I feel like somebody is actually coming out of being in that position. Queen of Pentacles. So it could be with, I don't know, I'm feeling Aries here. This is Pentacles, so that's Earth. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody strong, stable, often, and it could represent a wife or a mother, but somebody's standing up to someone or a situation that they've just gone along with before. That's what I'm getting from that. Nine of Cups. Yeah, standing up for oneself, like a self-love kind of thing. No, actually, this isn't what I want. And I went along with it because it's what you wanted, but now I'm, gonna pull energy back and focus on myself and not short myself. Yeah, somebody's freeing themselves of something that I think felt like burdensome, or somebody else just kind of made it happen. And I don't know. Let's lay out a spread. That's just pre-shuffle. Let's lay out a full spread. How are you, Libra? There you are again. Full of love. Full of love and beauty. So it looks like also a new love, or a new love offer coming in with that Ace of Cups. For this, the decision, love first, Gemini energy, Three of Wands, moving forward, progress. So there's a decision. Maybe somebody made the wrong decision. I'm going to shuffle these and then draw from the top. So, how are you, Libra? Please hit like, share, subscribe. Help me get the channel back on track if you guys enjoy it. Make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, somebody's gonna. Ooh. Now, it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of you, Libra, you're on the end of the one making a decision. Like you're the one not shorting yourself anymore, just to be, the peacekeeper. But for some of you, this is kind of like there's an element of I'm making a decision for what I want. And this Page of Wands is kind of confirming that energy. Hangman, recent past, somebody's been feeling stuck. Hangman is somebody that holds back, but they use that time. So this Hangman is, looking at things through a different perspective, through a different lens, seeing things differently. And, but he's not chained to that tree. He's doing it on purpose. He's seeking a different perspective. The Hangman is somebody that looks at things, seeks a different perspective. They see things differently. They're not making a move. So recent past was no movement. Crowning, we have Four of Pentacles. Not letting go, holding on to something. So somebody is making, I think there's a decision being reversed, maybe. For a lot of you, I think it's you. You guys let me know in the comments. Sagittarius energy here, Temperance. And Temperance is all about patience and balance, self-control. This feeling like wisdom. Yeah, so it's like holding your ground, standing up for yourself, Seven of Wands, which is, I know value. It's not lunging forward, it's not creating conflict, but it's not backing down either. And that's what this is screaming. There's an element of no more going along with it because you say it's right or because you're making this into something that you want. Was easier at one point. I feel like we've had this reading for a while. It was easier maybe at one point to go along with something. It served its purpose. Maybe there was some selfishness on both sides. Like, I know this isn't forever, but it's easier just to go along with it for now. On one side, maybe the other side was selfish in a different way. Like, I know this person doesn't fully want this, but I want it so much I'm going to hang on or cling or, change their mind. Pushy. There's a pushy element somewhere here. Okay, so Four Cups. So how you view the situation, possibly somebody's looking at it like a lost or a missed opportunity. Or they want to not miss or lose an opportunity wow. So this possibly is friends, but in your environment, how others view the situation is a balancing act, like juggling. Like, what are they going to do? Like, others are noticing, not that is, something others' opinions do keep us somewhat in check, right? I mean, there's a balance between there's a balance between caring too much what people think and living by what other people think. And there's a healthy place of, it keeps us in check. It keeps us accountable. If no one was ever going to see what we're doing, we wouldn't have that. It's like that baseline of right and wrong. Well, it looks like other people are seeing that you or the person on your mind is going through some sort of juggling act, balancing act. I feel like there's a decision between two people, and maybe it's being reversed is what I'm getting. Or somebody's just not going along with what was kind of pushed on them, or assumed I don't know. I feel like somebody is controlling somebody else's decisions and the other person was just was in a position at that point where they just didn't have it in them to take on that battle right then, or to make big changes right then. And so maybe it was beneficial to both parts. Maybe it was selfish on both parts. I don't know, but it's something that's been going on for a while with this Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. Guys, this Justice card, I don't know if I showed it to you, but it came out over and over in the pre-shuffle. Things are balancing out. And, I don't like to really hyper-focus on what people did wrong, because I'm learning so much about internal family systems and all the little parts inside of us, all our littles, like our broken parts and our parts of us that got stuck feeling abandoned or made fun of or whatever. And so we have all these little people, all these little parts inside of us, and those little parts got kind of stuck in that age, or they didn't get to grow up or heal from experiences. And those little parts sometimes try to kind of rear up and run the show. And those are the parts that will try and take control of a situation they shouldn't, because they don't want to lose again, or because they don't. It's those little parts of us that will try to protect us because they're used to not being protected. And so they might rear up and try to control, you know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of our, people's bad choices and behavior comes from. It comes from broken parts of us inside. But and without getting too far off track, but I am learning so much about this, and I do plan on sharing it, but just to give you one key point is, yes, we have all these little parts, or these littles, I like to call them our littles, these little people inside of us are, that got stuck at this age or that age, or whenever these, bad things happened, or things that hurt us that we didn't heal from or feel safe. We now are the parent. But now we're grown up and now we can protect ourselves. So we can gently, lovingly address these little parts of us and honor them by saying, I know you're trying to protect me, but now we can parent all those little parts. And it's a whole process you can go through. And I'm trying to kind of summarize and simplify a way to do it, but there is a big process that you can go through. But basically, you honor those little parts because they want to protect you, but you also can be the parent of all those little children inside you. And you can be the one to say, okay, I'm in control and you're safe and I appreciate you. Okay, but we're okay. And it's like you kind of settle those parts down. And it's not an overnight one session thing. It's something you kind of learn to do whenever those little parts rear their head and try to jump in or overreact or overprotect. But just understanding it is so valuable. But anyway, I feel like that's what happened here. Whoever was the pushy and controlling, just know that it came from a place of hurt and not wanting to be hurt again. Not that, that makes it okay. It's just an explanation. Everybody's trying to get their needs met, okay? That's where the bad decisions come from. So yeah, look at this. Somebody was really trying to avoid heartbreak. So see that? Seven of Swords. There was some dishonesty here. But I'm telling you, it came from a place of brokenness. Trying to create, the artist. Trying to create love. And stability. I feel like somebody was pushing a relationship on someone else during that other one's like weaker time. So we've spent a lot of time focused on that. We'll pull some cards on the future. Okay. So artist, this is rewriting the story of what happened in the past. It's like trying to heal past wounds by hyper controlling, not letting it happen again, which is rarely going to work, I mean, it may work in the short term. But I feel like there was maybe a bit of a temptress energy here, or a manipulative, controlling, you can't leave me because look how much I do for you type thing. But I feel like that's also ending. Yeah, somebody's walking away. The Eight of Cups. And it's been kind of long overdue. Okay. There's an abandonment. So somebody does struggling with probably some abandonment issues. But okay, I don't feel like that's most of you. I mean, cross-watcher energy could be conflicting or, contradicting that, but what's coming? Let's look at that. Six of Pentacles. Generosity, giving. Somebody's going to be able to give to someone else where they actually previously couldn't. Or they had to give too much. There was an unequal giving here. And I feel like a decision's being made. King of Swords in reverse. Or a decision's being undone. And there's the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a return, you guys. Somebody's having to let go of something that they felt tied to or kind of trapped in. Like entrapped. Oh, wow. This looks like a return. A decision. Look at this. King of Swords in reverse. And Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's a decision being undone. Like somebody made the wrong decision. They're coming back now. Here's the Fool. Breaking free. Okay. Okay. I do want to ask a little bit more on that, but I felt like pulling one of these. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you share with those you love. So, like, time is precious. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious. Oh, I just said life is precious. Did I just say that? Or I said time is precious. Look, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Oh, gosh. Wow, I love when that happens. The words just like come through before my eyes actually see them. All right. I want to ask if there's any advice. I just saw the Magician. Both of these are like creation cards, see? So this advice I think that's coming through is to create what you want, not to waste time. This is victory, success, recognition. Leaving. Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, a beautiful, beautiful, stable new beginning. There's been a lot of thought on leaving something. I feel like maybe a hasty decision. Let's see. What else does Libra need to know? A lot of take action energy. You're not limited. This is celebration, friendships, and you've got that Ace of Cups came out again. I feel like I'm not really getting the right. All right. This has shown up so many times, so I'm gonna pull it. The Seven of Cups. So that's variation. It's options. It's not being limited. But and then you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration. You got 2 threes, cooperation. Also, as much as I keep getting take action, I also feel a need to say there's no rush. Don't rush into something just because it's what someone else wants. You know, you can have that energy of we'll just see what happens. Let things develop stable. Have fun for now. Don't rush it. We're just going to have fun for now and see how it develops. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Look, the World card. This was in reverse. I feel something there. The river. I don't usually have cards upside down, but the World card in reverse. I feel like some cycles ending, something that seemed like it ended. There's an undoing of. There's an undoing of, and this is like full happiness. So in short, don't short yourself. Don't short yourself. Stay true to you, what you want. Not about making someone else happy. You got to take care of yourself first. You're not going to be able to, it's like the airplane oxygen thing. You can't feed someone else when you don't have oxygen yourself. What else does Libra need to know? And then we'll pull that oracle. There's that King of Swords again. Sword down. A decision's being made. A firm decision. It's in the process. Oh gosh, there you are. Somebody's going after love. So either you, I think it's you for a lot of you, but Empress, look at this. Creation. It's self-nurturing. And the King of Swords. The sword is down. A decision is made and it's choosing love. It's not half-ass love, you know? It's going after full force. This is what I need, what I deserve. And it's going after it very stably. But there's also an ending here. So you guys tell me in the comments. Let's talk in the comments. But this reading gave me chills. Those couple times where the cards came out, or I was said right before the card came out. Pretty powerful. In this Justice card. Let me get a moon card real quick. Believe in the impossible. So I think somebody's just taking action towards getting out of something. Take time to breathe out. So you can't just inhale, you got to exhale too, right? Did you know that when we lose weight or fat, we actually exhale it out of our bodies? We exhale. I mean, when you think about where does the fat go if you lose fat? Well, it gets exhaled. And a lot of us are shallow breathers where we breathe in, but we don't take the time to breathe out strong enough or long enough. Like we should breathe out long. Make sure all that air comes out. Pretty interesting, right? Wow, again. That's like the third time where I said something or I put a card back and it came out. Did you guys see that? Believe in the impossible. Don't short yourself. Whatever, whoever, if it's you, if it's someone else, somebody's getting out of something where they shorted themselves and just kind of went along with something. But they're getting their strength and able to stand up and go after love. Not short themselves in love. Somebody's undoing the wrong decision or a decision they just went along with. I'm repeating myself. I love you guys. You guys, I'm trying to get the channel back on track. So please hit like, share. You don't have to share unless there's someone you think could benefit from it. But most of the time, they're not that. But please hit like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Take a minute just to leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And say hi. And I love you so much. I will see you guys soon. Bye, Libra. The light just went out. Did y'all see that? That's crazy. All right. Love you.